Day 49. Wow. My meditation was done again, yet again, in the early hours of the morning, which means that as soon as I finish recording this video of day 49, I will be doing another meditation. So I'm kind of catch up with myself, if that kind of makes sense. Reading, no, actually watching YouTube clips about Rudolf Steiner and interviews with some of the people who were involved with him and worked with him. And what's really becoming clear to me is that I can relate to some of Rudolf Steiner's early childhood experiences. And I also am very interested in that my mind is now making a link between the kind of studies I've done with American teachers that have come from the New Thought movement, namely Bob Proctor's probably the big one, and looking at some of the materials that he shared, and then looking at Rudolf Steiner's approach, which is scientific, the science of spiritual, or spiritual science, the use of logic. And I can see that I'm using a lot of that in the things that I'm doing with my educational programs, is using logic and psychology, and psychology and spirituality are very much now linked in my mind. I've been looking a little bit at Carl Jung and his ideas, so there's like a blossoming, which is really exciting, because I think when you live in you're from a particular culture and of a particular time, that I want to understand my experience, and I use that as a context. But also there are other contexts to look at, and there are other people who've had a very similar experience in their context. Now, that I'm not trying to put myself in the I don't know. I'm not trying to associate myself with Rudolf Steiner or anything like that, and say, "Oh, look, I'm like Rudolf." I'm not trying to do that. If that's coming across, then God, no, really, that's not what I want. What I really just want to do is point out to myself in this video that some of those early childhood experiences are echoed in the writings of Rudolf Steiner, of Goethe, and that's pretty cool. It's kind of like when I went to university, and the things I'd been thinking about and writing down, which I thought were original ideas, I found out were Marxist ideas. And is it Edward Saussure? And when we start to deconstruct culture and society and language, that it was great to know that the stuff I'd been thinking about didn't mean I was nuts. It's actually meant that I was probably becoming sane. Day 49. Does that mean I'm becoming sane? Probably.